Hello, this is PG, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Assassin's Creed Mirage. The game is out on PC and all major consoles. Assassin's Creed Mirage is a stealth-orientated adventure game developed by Ubisoft. The game takes place in Baghdad, a decade before the events of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it follows the journey of Basim as he goes from street thief to a member of the Hidden Ones. Okay, gameplay. Well, Mirage is a bit of a throwback to the origins of Assassin's Creed. Unlike in Odyssey, Origins and Valhalla, Mirage opts for stealth as the primary focus. This means the open warfare of previous games is replaced by sneaking around in the shadows, creeping along the rooftops with the very cool parkour, and taking out enemies without alerting guards. You've got sense skills to locate the enemies, you've got a bird that can also fly over the map and identify interests, but there is limited combat skills if you've got to face off against a few guards. You know, any groups that are larger than 2 will probably result in you dying, so you've really got to keep your stealth hat on and be pretty quick to evade them, but it can be quite frustrating if you've been playing the last 3 games. For me, I quite enjoyed this return to stealth, but overall I did think the combat was quite poor. Now, as you complete tasks and obtain experience, you will level up. You can choose new skills, you can upgrade your gear, you can search for hidden treasures to further improve your loadout, and there's lots of nooks and crannies in Old Town Baghdad to explore. And speaking of Baghdad, I'd have to say the game world is beautifully crafted, it's incredibly intricate, complex, and it's just gorgeous to look at. The level of detail is stunning. The layout, it's bewildering, but it's also quite a joy to get lost in, and it really feels like a proper city. Now, from what I understand, Mirage was actually firstly intended to be a DLC for Valhalla, and it does have that side story feel. It lacks the kind of depth or intrigue of the previous mainline games. But saying that, return to stealth I think was good, but I think the narrative was a bit flimsy, and the absence of an open world and combat focus makes it feel quite different to the last 3, so whether you'll like it depends what kind of Assassin's Creed fan you are. Visually, gorgeous as you'd expect, wonderful world building, great clothing details, cities that feel alive, lovely effects. It's a beautiful creation as a visual experience. Again, the sound, fantastic, really good voice acting, in-depth ambience, really nice music, and it's even got the call to prayer ringing out across the city at certain times of day. Okay, what's good and what's bad? The good points: a return to stealth is most welcome, the city of Baghdad is beautifully created, the customization options are comprehensive, and it's got some amazing sound work. Bad points: the narrative is distinctly lacking in depth or interesting characters, the combat is pretty dire, and the quests do feel like side quests. Okay, verdict: Assassin's Creed Mirage is a solid addition to the series, but it lacks the wow factor, the compelling characters, or the really good story to put it up there with the best ones in the series. Yes, the city is amazing to explore, the photo mode is pretty good, the stealth play took me back to the first few games in the series, but it is a strange shift from the last 3 games, which I think mostly were pretty good, even though they were quite bloated. And again, Mirage doesn't feel, it feels like an expansion pack, a DLC, a part of a season pass, but not a fully fledged game. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the next Assassin's Creed game goes back to the kind of Odyssey style, bigger worlds, role-playing, combat and stuff, and I think from what we've seen that's probably going to be how it's going, but it was nice for this one to revisit it. But again, this didn't feel like a full game, it felt like a big DLC. But anyway, scoring, Assassin's Creed Mirage, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's okay. Borderline recommendation. If you love Assassin's Creed, you'll probably enjoy it to a degree, but I don't know, it doesn't quite hit the mark for me. Anyway, that is the review. Thanks for watching. This is PG, signing off. Cheers.